Hello everybody and welcome to another bootleg review. In today's video I'm taking a look at the final two members of the KO Power of the Primes Predaking. This is Steel Claw and Sharp Blade, part of Sky Soarer, aka Predaking. A quick look around the boxes there. My boxes have seen better days. This one's been sitting around underneath everything else whilst I've been waiting for Steel Claw to come through. There we go. We still don't have a weapon yet. The sword has still not been released. Not really sure what's going on with that. Maybe you guys know something that I don't. And we've got the Matrix chamber here made up of his mini pilots. So there we go. Those are the boxes. TF Direct are responsible for sorting me out with these. I'll include a link to these in the description below, and I'll also include a link to where you can buy the entire set from TF Direct. I think it's around $80 for a Predaking. I mean, that's pretty darn good. And here they are out of their plastic prisons, and there's quite a few differences comparing them with their original counterparts. First off, let's start with Tantrum. Bring him into the picture first, and we'll bring in his Hasbro counterpart. You can see there's a lot of differences with the paint there. It's they've gone for like a duller grey, as opposed to they've gone for the metallic silver. The forearms are now different. They're actually hinged as opposed to ball mounted. The face sculpt is still definitely better, in my opinion, on the original. It's more crisp and precise. We do get stickers. I haven't applied any of the stickers to this Predaking as of yet, and of course he does still come with his giant foot. He's definitely more orange as well. This is kind of more of a pastel-y shade. This is definitely orange, but it's just the articulation they generally kind of tweak a little bit just to kind of tidy it up slightly. They haven't done a great deal with these. They've filled out the backs of the legs, as you can see there. They're now solid lumps as opposed to hollow, and they have these sections that come up and over the legs, covering off the gaps. Again, that's something they've done with pretty much every figure in the line. It's just, I wish they kind of had this detailing still. It's kind of lost in the reverse engineering. We do get some peg ports here as well, so we can plug things into those, and we get that kind of upper bicep pivot and swivel in there as well, something which is new. He's still got a very sturdy base. It's just something, I don't know, I think it's something just a little bit lackluster about these figures. I still think that the Hasbro are definitely nicer in their bot modes, in my opinion, but you know, for a very cheap figure, it's still pretty solid. There's a few sprue marks on this. Feels like it's been rushed a little bit more than some of his partners, but all in all, it's a really cheap, good standard. Now, Razor Claw is a law unto himself. This part here was separate in the box, so we need to just plug this in on the back there, like so. He's not bad. He's just a very noticeably different. I've got the extended tail section on here that we got with the add-on kit from DNA, and unfortunately the way that they've made this single hole on the back, again, we're not able to transfer the kits from the official through to the bootleg. I like this kind of extended main piece here that we've gone for. Again, not a bad look for him. Head sculpt is slightly simplified again in comparison to the Hasbro version, and we don't have as many paint applications on the crotch, and there's definitely a huge weight difference as well. This is featherweight in comparison to the Hasbro. Hasbro actually feels a lot more solid. The legs, etc., are all filled in the same. You can see that there is a difference in the actual structure of the torso there as well. Hasbro's does look slightly beefier and a slightly better proportions. Now, much like the other figures in this wave, Razor Claw does come with a set of stickers like so. Okay, and I have no intention of really putting these stickers on, but we also get a huge gun. I think that's what it is. Each to their own. I can't really recall him ever having anything remotely like this in the cartoon, but there we go. There we have a really large hollow gun. Popping up our lion's head, we get both of our kind of matrix style sections, and if we just pop these out, even on this itty bitty tiny scale where Hasbro still managed to do the better job here, still can't really make out any of the detailing on the figures, but this just did not want to come out of that matrix at all. Their joints are very kind of stuck, and he feels very cheaply made indeed compared to the Hasbro. You know it's bad, isn't it, when something feels really cheap compared to a Hasbro version. Now let's get them transformed up to see how their beast modes fare. So I'll just pop the heads down, pick up this chest panel. The arms are going to go round, this is going to come down. It actually sits a lot lower on the chest on this version, which I think personally works better. We can bring these guns around to the outside, like so. The fists now have a tab, so they can be hidden away inside. They also have a full rotation on them, which is much better in my opinion. So we can bring this down, we can kind of have that out at an angle there if we need to. Again, with this side, just bring that down, have that out at the angle. Come around to the back here, make sure that these sections are fully tabbed in at the waist, like so. We can then open up these legs like this. This is going to fold over, these drop down, foot comes down to the back like so, and that's going to tab into the top of the thigh, and then these retaining tabs come peg in at the top there and on the thigh like so. And then get these legs and pose them as we see fit. I believe these panels are meant to stay at the back like so, and then we can bring in this giant cannon. Look, I believe it's meant to kind of sit at the back there like this, and there we go. There we have Razor Claw done in. Now we have the two Razor Claws. I think the actual Hasbro one is probably the worst of the two in their beast mode. This one does seem to feel like it's tidied up a bit more. I don't know if it's because they've changed some of the articulation on the arms, etc., or they've tidied up this back panel piece. Definitely looks a lot more feline, the way that the legs drop. And still not sure about this giant cannon thing going on, but again, the only real issue I have with this is the face sculpt just being very plasticky. Looks like it's a much cheaper figure. And let's transform up Tantrum. The head is going to rotate around and just tab in, and we do actually have a movable jaw on these as well, which I think is a rather nice touch. We can bring the feet and legs down like so. These here are going to just disengage. We now have all of this extra void section. These are going to come up and tab in. Panels actually hinge backwards on themselves and tab in like so. And then bring and they will tab in just on the underside, tabbing this tab here into the leg like so. We can then bring down the beast legs like so, and then just square this up and make sure it just sits on the underside of our bull like so. There we go, there we have him in his beast mode. Again, we've got quite a few extra little sprue marks on him, but I do like the fact that we've got added jaw articulation, and the colour, in my opinion, is much more what I was expecting from this figure. You know, it's not bad. It's a great little filler piece, and I think if you can't afford the Hasbro version, then I don't think you're going to go far wrong with these. If you're going to have it on display, as long as you're not expecting to have the upgrade kit on it, because obviously these aren't compatible, then I think you're kind of well away. I think it's a bargain for what you're getting. I think you're getting a heck of a lot of plastic. And of course, from here, we can then go to our beast mode. So we'll tuck in those feet and tuck in those feet. This panel here is going to come up. The head can come up and rotate around. This joint is then going to shift all the way up like so, and slide that joint down. Come to the back, and you've got tabs on the back here. Those allow the arms to lock into position, holding everything in firmly, and we can bring in our leg. And if we have a look on the inside here, we have pegging endpoints, push and push. There we go, and make sure everything is in firmly, and quickly get this done up so he's ready for his torso mode. You want to lift this panel here up like so, so get the head up and out, and so then come back in, and you want to push and push. And now there is a button on the back here. I don't think he comes, oh he does come with an LED already pre-installed. That's nice. That's probably not legal, but hey ho. We then want to move these legs around. There's these tabs just on the underside of the feet that plug in like so, and bring these guns up. And same with this side, bring this down. Foot tabs in, bring these up. This section here will come up to the front. These panels here will now open up as well. We then want to extend these legs as if they're going to go semi into robot mode. Fold the feet up, and you want to have the legs out of the back for now, because this is how it's going to slide up and over the torso mode. The leg just slides in exactly like we did with the previous version. We then have this locking latch here underneath. This is going to slide in at the front there. We have these wing panels at the back, just waiting for our arms. The arms just come in and slide down on either side. And then this can come up and close in behind. And around the back here, if you bring this down, there's a small tab at the top, and there's a latch just on the inside of this panel. There we go, that's in, and just make sure that they are connected at both of those back ports. And here we have the two bad guys together, and yes, I have mislaid my hand for Rampage. I have no idea what I've done with it. I was tidying everything out. I put everything in a safe place, and now I have no idea where said safe place is. But it gives you an idea of how they look. Now, please bear in mind that the Hasbro Predaking has all of the upgrades on. And now I've removed his sword, because obviously we don't have a weapon to compare that to yet. They're still working on the weapon for this Predaking, I assume that we're going to get some form of upgrade kit that works very much like the one we get for Hasbro, and they're going to give us the sword with that, which is not a terrible idea. It does definitely look the part, and it's a good display piece to say the least. I mean, it's not as dominant as the Hasbro version, but again, that is partly because of that upgrade kit, which does make the world of difference filling him out. I believe the Model Wizard version does have some really good things going for it. I mean, the extended lion's mane, for example, is a nice feature. The LED built into the head, again, is a good feature, and those fully articulated hands are something that we didn't get with the original. We do have the ability to place his gun, like this, for example. This can come in and form his long arm rifle. I haven't got his shoulder rifles on either at the moment. It's just a matter of finding what I have room for in my display and what I can make work. But all in all, I like it. For $80, I think it's about $80 as a full kit now on TF Direct. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's a really nice piece, and I really honestly believe we're going to get some form of upgrade kit available anytime now, including that sword. And just to make it slightly more G1, I would still absolutely adore somebody to remake and kind of upscale the Unique Toys Warlord, because that, in my opinion, was the closest we ever got to a Call of the Primitives Predaking. I would love for one to be done in that style. So any of you KO companies out there listening to me, you seem to be bootlegging DX90 Unique Toys at the moment. Go back and visit some of the stuff that's a little bit junky and make it really, really tasty. Scale it up to MP size and make it as Call of Primitives as possible. I mean, Garatron, do you remember those? That third-party company? They teased a statue-esque kind of Robot Master version of Predaking, and that looked spot on. I would have bitten their hand off with that, but needless to say, that never materialized. Thanks again to TF Direct for making this review possible. It's been a long time coming, but there's still, at least they got all of the members out to us. I mean, we're still waiting on the likes of Yes Model to finish off their defense, or aren't we? And I mean, what's that been, like over a year now since the last piece? So let's hope they haven't forgotten about us, yeah? Until next time, for myself and Predaking, thank you for watching. Goodbye.